So we're going to start with our infusion, and typically we would use 25 to 30 grams of dried herb per 500 milliliters of water. If we were using fresh herbs, we would use 60 to 75 grams of fresh herb to 500 milliliters of water. We either want a stainless steel pot or a teapot, a wooden spoon, a strainer, or some form of cheesecloth if you don't have a strainer, and also a large screw top jar or pitcher. So this water has already been boiled. So with an infusion, what we want to do is we want to boil water, and then once the water is done boiling, we're going to pour it over the herbs. I'm just going to make a simple infusion that we're going to use later for our medicinal syrup. So this is elderflower that we're going to make into an infusion. It is a diaphoretic, so it will promote sweating or diaphoresis when we have a fever. It's really good for colds and flus, very safe for children. This is the main herb that we do use for children when they have a cold. And it's very simple. We just slowly pour the water over the dried herbs. And this is a little stronger than I would normally make it because I do want to make a really strong syrup with this tea later. It can get really bitter, so if you are just going to have your child or your client drink the tea, I suggest not letting it sit for very long. Generally, an infusion you can let sit for up to 20 minutes. For something like this, we're probably only going to let it sit for 5 minutes or so before we empty it out. Because you can see, since it is so strong, it's already gotten a really dark color. So as soon as you take the herbs out of the liquid, obviously, it's not going to get any stronger. And now we have a nice medicinal tea that we're going to use later for a really delicious syrup for children when they get sick.